So let me ask you this. You probably still have friends in the United States Marines still in the Corps, right?
I do.
And assuming that you have probably talked to them on a regular basis, has it changed? Has the attitude changed? What do they think of Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War? What do they think about the attitude change in cleaning house?
We love it. We love it. We think it's a great idea. Going back, I mean, the Marine Corps never really left. Its ethos, its fighting spirit still remained there. We just had to go ahead and walk around in eggshells a lot of the times just to make sure that we didn't go ahead and offend other people. But for the most part, you know, Marines are Marines, and that's one of the reasons why individuals join the Marine Corps is to be different. And we do like, you know, Pete Hegseth. I personally like Pete Hegseth. I think he's doing a great job in making changes, not just for the whole military. I mean, the Marine Corps it's not really going to change. It's remained the same, but we did see a lot of changes in the other branches of services.
Yeah, so it's different now. People, are they encouraged? Do they feel like we're returning to our fighting roots, warriors, not woke, and all of that? Is the Marine Corps in better shape today than it was 1 year ago today?
I truly believe so. I think the people that we're recruiting right now want to come into the Corps. You know, we're not out there searching for them to actually come into the office. So I retired as a recruiting station sergeant major, and I can say the last 2 years of service were probably the hardest that I ever did. Seeing my Marines work in and out every day, you know, 12, 13 hours a day, you know, trying to go ahead and talk to individuals that would reject them. They didn't like the policies that were in place. And since we had President Trump come on board, you know, we did see a jump in individuals who want to go ahead and enlist and join the Marine Corps itself. And it's not necessarily for the benefits that come with serving in service in the military. It's by the pride of becoming a Marine, being different.
Yeah, and they were lowering standards there for a while. Pete Hegseth came back, the secretary did here, recently said, look, we're gonna have the standards back to where they belong. We're gonna make sure the standards across, if you're a woman, you can pass those standards, good. You're welcome aboard. We have no problem with that. But you can't just continue to lower standards because then you end up with you end up with a lesser Marine Corps, wouldn't you? So how do you feel about the standards being re-implemented the way that Pete Hegseth has done it?
You know something, I don't think the Marine Corps standards ever really changed. A physical fitness test, a combat fitness test, there always been two different standards for men and women to go ahead and do it. The one thing that we did change, and I think it was about 6-7 years into the Marine Corps while I was in, is that they brought in the combat fitness test. We used to do the 2 physical fitness tests a year, and they brought in the combat fitness test, and that was very challenging when it came in. But as long as you train to it and, you know, individuals can get strong, our women, I think our women Marines are probably the strongest and fittest service members in all branches. They're required to do pull-ups. You know, they used to do a dead hang. Now they actually have to do an actual pull-ups in order for their scores to be up. And as we well know, their body mass and their strength is completely different. They do 10 pull-ups, and that's a perfect score for them. Marines, males, they got to do 20 pull-ups, and that's a perfect score for them. As a GRTC instructor myself, you know, that's one big thing. Physical fitness is one thing I push on my cadets a lot, and that's one thing that they love about it.
Yeah. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Let me ask you this. Are you optimistic about the future of the United States, not just the Marines, but the United States military as you see the changes that are happening right now? Are you optimistic?
I am very optimistic. I think we're going in the right direction. I think our branches of services they fight together, we work together, we work with other countries and other forces, and I think we're doing a fantastic thing. Looking back into our core and making our military stronger is very important. We saw what happened in the early '90s with President Clinton when he, you know, got rid of a lot of there was a cut down in the services. And I know that President Trump and Pete Hegseth are all trying to go ahead and increase the military size, which is very important. You know, strength and power.
Peace through strength.
Peace through strength.
I appreciate you standing watch for me the time that you did it, Sergeant Major. Greatly appreciate you being here today and sharing your experience as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.